Yes, y'all. Welcome in to episode 250 of the Dumb Marks podcast. It's your boys, your favorite Saturday brunch bunch, back at it again. It's the biggest party of the year. SummerSlam is here. Gentlemen, how we living, how we feeling on this glorious, nice, crisp, cool Saturday in the Berg? How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
I know Dalton's enjoying the weather.
Oh, it's amazing outside. Got the windows open, all the fresh air coming in. It feels glorious.
I slept like crap last night, but when I got up this morning and opened up the back door to let the dogs out, I was like, ooh, little chilly outside, little crisp. Got my coffee, went and sat outside on the front porch.
The pumpkin spice automatically magically appear in the coffee.
No, it did not. I'm not going white girl wasted with the pumpkin spice yet. I'm not doing it. I saw that out, in the grocery store already.
Yes,
it's like we gotta pump the brakes on that. Like
I saw it last weekend whenever it was still July, and it's already in stores. Like, come on, Halloween candy's out already. Like,
yeah. I mean, everything gets bumped up by two and a half months. So we have to.
So it's actually cool outside.
What'd you say, Jay?
It's actually cool outside.
Yeah, bro. It was nice. It was like 58,
like 70.
Yeah,
58 degrees outside this morning. It was nice. Yeah. No humidity. You didn't walk outside and get punched with a right hook of just hotness and sweat dripping down your thighs and chafing and everything else that goes along with ridiculous summer heat we had.
I just saw sunlight and it pissed me off, so I assumed it was hot. Too bright.
That natural vitamin D does the body good. You got to get out there and get some sun. So, all right, we got a jam-packed show for you guys today. 12-match prediction breakdown for 2 nights of SummerSlam, first time ever. So we'll get into that a little bit later on. We got a nice little debate that ties into SummerSlam, as well as the Mount Rushmore and mushes from the week that was in pro wrestling. Normally, when I captain the ship, we do a little wrestling roulette. This week, I'll kind of throw some questions out there based off of matches from SummerSlam, but to kick things off from the intro, WWE Unreal dropped this week. The exposure of the business, the kayfabe killer. Did you guys watch it? What did you think about it? Did it kill the business even more than the business was already killed? What are your takes as far as WWE Unreal goes?
Actually, this was going to be my Mount Rushmore because I actually enjoyed all 5 episodes. I was captivated in the show. I watched the first episode and was like, ooh, this is something for me. Like, it just hooked me in. And I spent like the whole time just watching it. Like, even when my dad was saying something to me, I told him, shut up. Like something interesting is on. It was like I never cut him off like ever before, but especially like with this stuff, I was just totally into it.
Gotta hit that pause button and just give him the stare.
Like I was really interested in the gorilla stuff, how like it was set up. Like I didn't know like it was set up like that with the producers, the timekeepers at the table. I knew about like Hunter Spot and all that stuff, but just everything in that gorilla part had me 100%
custom built each week. In that regards there. So Donald loved it. Mount Rushmore. All right. I'm going to circle back and come back based on what Chris and Jay got to say. But I got a couple questions for you there. So
Chris, watch
your
it.
Thoughts? You didn't watch it yet?
No, Chris won't be watching it.
Are you not watching it based off of the premise and you don't want to have the tricks revealed, the magic, the sauce, the recipe?
We'll get into it later.
Okay, so I got to feel that may be a mush. We may have a mush. Yes. A mush. So
he might be done altogether.
Well, so is it your mush, Chris?
No, that show is not my mush. No.
Okay, all right. Jay, what do you got?
So I only watched one episode. It was the first one. I got to go back and watch 2. I was interested. Just that other stuff came up and I couldn't watch it. So I liked everything. Only thing I wanted to see more of was interaction between the talent. That's the one part I want to expose. Like when you had Seth and Punk.
You'll get that. You'll get that later on.
Okay.
You'll get that in additional episodes.
I just want to see how they break down the match and like how do they handle the animosity between them and work.
So you want the goodies. You want the hey, let's put this spot here. Let's put this spot here. Yeah. This will lead to the finish. Are you okay with this? Do you not want that? Like you want all that.
He wants that DVD director's cut commentary. That's what he wants.
I also say, like you got to put them two in a room and just be like, this is how we're gonna break down the match.
Mm-hmm.
Even though
y'all got to squash our beef.
Yeah, figure it out. Because like you seen glimpses of Rhea doing it. She was going through her move, and like to me, I even seen Bianca do an interview, and they were just going through like the moves in their head, just out the
steps.
Mm-hmm. Steps. I'm just like, yeah, I'm lost. I couldn't wrestle. Never.
Yeah.
I'd like this to be from the 80s, like whenever you hear all the stories of how like particular Macho Man was for his matches. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the one I want to see the backstage drama on.
But I mean, you go back then, everybody called it in the ring.
Yeah.
Like they may have had one
except Macho, but
yeah, they may have had a couple spots there plus a finish, but like other than that, it was hey, let's go out and call it in the ring. Allegedly.
Kayfabe.
Now we know kayfabe, right?
And then like for the show too, I have a newfound respect for the refs for having that many people in your ear to try to control something. And I was like, man, hats off to them.
Did they touch on Cole?
No.
Or commentary?
No.
I kind of want to see how much they go through in the earpiece too.
No,
nothing with them.
Nope. They highlighted the refs in that regards. But no, they did not go into the commentary booth, so to speak, as far as communication back and forth. What
they know,
what the wrestlers are telling them, how to see how they tell that story in the match itself, right?
I don't know how much it's changed now, but like I remember like JR and Cole saying how much Vince was in their ear before, and I think it was usually either Vince or just whoever was producing that match was usually the one.
So out of all 5 episodes, I only remember one particular clip where Hunter said something to Cole in regards to what was going on in the ring, so Cole could immediately correct what he said. Okay. And you hear Cole and McAfee correct based off of what Hunter said. So that other than that was it. Nothing else from the commentary side of things. Okay. In that regards there. So all right, Jake, you got one episode in. At least you didn't pull a Meltzer and go on for 20, 30 minutes breaking down how this killed the business, but yet you didn't watch a single episode. No. You saw clips. Like, at least you didn't do that. Chris, from a WWE docuseries production base, to me, this was your 24s, your Batista, Dudley, right? But there was a little bit added on top.
Okay. More backstage.
Yeah, more backstage. But from a production presentation wise standpoint, to me, it fell in line with the other documentaries that you used to buy on DVD that would be produced, right, from WWE. So,
and I mean, I'm not watching it because I think this is killing the business or anything. Like I've already said it numerous times. This is the kayfabe is dead era. They're fine with just letting everything just be released out there on stuff. So it's just, and it's not anything that's really different than the past 20 years either. It's just a little more to the front than it was.
So based on that statement, I did have this question for you, Donald, since you watched all 5 episodes, and Chris and Jay, you can circle back around and give your answer to this later on after you watch all 5 episodes. Donald, do you think kayfabe is dead or kayfabe has changed? Because after watching this, I feel kayfabe has changed.
Yeah, I don't think it's dead. I think it did change, and I think it changed because of social media, like who was it? Michael P.S. Hayes said on there with the whole Cena thing. I was like, you can't let this out. So if you don't let it out, kayfabe is still up. Yeah. It is. To the fans, it's still up. To them, it's not. So yes, it changed. It changed because of social media. So you have to hide more stuff now.
But I think even with the presentation of this series, kayfabe changed as far as they're still only letting you see what they want you to see.
Exactly.
So as much access that's granted, there are some things where I watched and I was like, okay, as a lifelong wrestling fan, I get it, but I definitely didn't want to see that. Like that was too much. I didn't want to see that. If you're a younger kid, 7, 8, 9 years old, I don't think you're watching this. No. I really don't. Like, you know, and the people that were online that were griping and moaning and back and forth all week, like, you guys were watching this anyways.
Yeah.
You were tweeting out the clips before the show was even done, putting the 5 episodes up. Like,
and if you've only been a wrestling fan since, say, 2000-ish, like whenever documentaries really started going behind the scenes and stuff, you're used to this. Like, this isn't kayfabe is dead to you. This is just what you've grown up with more than where we grew up from the 80s when everything was protected. It's a difference for us.
To me, it's changed in a sense where, like, you know, the relationships of the wrestlers outside. Other than that, storyline wise, you can pull the wool over our eyes. Like the relationship between the things, and then like maybe like say Kane and Undertaker being brothers, or Yoko being from Japan, stuff like that. Those are like the only things that'll be out. Storyline wise, you can still pull off kayfabe.
Yeah, I'll give a spoiler alert here, just to touch what that said, Jay. Like, you remember Saturday night's main event when Kevin Owens took out Cody Rhodes afterwards with the pile driver, right? Yeah. And then you saw the fan footage of him and Hunter going at it because it happened after the show went off the air, right? And them two beefing back and forth. So they're running through that whole process and how that was done. Hunter goes out. They do the squabble. They do the beef, the push and shoving. Fuck you, no, you get him the out of here. Get him the out of here. And then the next thing you see is Hunter walking backstage, going up to Kevin, and they're immediately just talking. And it's like, nah, like, come on, like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? But like,
it's like Rock doing his thing, then go in the press conference and just be
Hollywood. Because Kevin was like, "Oh, that was fun. Let's do it again." You know.
Yeah, Hunter's like, "I didn't realize you were all the way back there. I almost walked right past you." And blah, blah, like, so,
but
you know,
squeeze in the comments.
Yeah.
Hey man, that was last week, man.
That was last week.
It's still real to him, damn it.
As far as the fans being upset, I'm like, you can't be upset if you're already in the dirt sheets. You're already following every other person that knows the source, what's in the source, and you want all those in details. So you can't be mad if they give you look behind it. If they give
Donald,
you the content you're looking for.
Donald, you brought up how, you know, I think you said Michael Hayes said, like, we need to hide this. It's just like, but how much shit do they give away usually too? Like,
yeah, no, there's definitely the overexposure of the business just from, like Donald said, with social media, from the dirt sheets, you know, all the things that are fans that fans clip and put out there. You know, like this week, the Steelers made an announcement to the fans at training camp, like, you're not allowed to take videos and post them. Like, if you're here to watch, but you're not allowed to take videos and post them. And it's like that's like WWE saying to fans, you can't take videos and post it, right? But there still was stuff that got out from training camp that was outside of what the normal regular media put out from fans doing it anyway. So like you have to adjust with the times.
I can kind of see that in a way, because like if you're like arena staff, like before the show, like today for SummerSlam, before they let the fans in, you know, they're going to run through everything, and you know, nobody's allowed to have their cell phones out. You know, you're not allowed to take pictures of anything while they're running through it. So it's almost like that. Like that's their training camp and they don't want that exposed, before
it
the
is.
game.
But to that point, again, they're still going to show that to you in this series. However, they're only going to show you up to a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
look over here, not over here.
Yeah, it's the sleight of hand. It's always been the sleight of hand. So like, I didn't think it killed the business anymore. There were a couple moments where I was like, all right, you ruined it for me. Like, I didn't want to see that. Some other stuff was really good. I like you, Donald, was captivated by it. I watched all 5 in a row. But to me, it's no different than the other stuff that WWE has put out from a documentary aspect that I watch and love. Anyway, sometimes there were years there where the documentaries and the backstage and all that was more entertaining than the on-screen product.
100%.
And that's all that I cared about watching, right?
Yeah.
So
you guys know I was a collector. There was a DVD that came out. I was pretty much buying it,
Yeah. Same here.
Speaking on killing certain things, I'm kind of almost made my mush this week as AEW fans who were releasing like different angles of certain shots. And it's like,
we can get into that, Jay, because AEW did that themselves live on the show. So we can get into that later on, right? For sure. We'll circle back around to that as well.
But I just want to say what about the Unreal people saying that they're killing the business and that stuff, but yet they watch movies and watch behind the scene footage and all that stuff. So
yeah, and some people do and some people don't. Like,
yeah, it's the same thing.
Now I was driving home from work. I think it was on Wednesday, and Bishop Dyer, formerly known as Baron Corbin, was on Off the Ropes with Jonathan Coachman during that show, and they were talking about Unreal. And Corbin said he would have much rather. He didn't like it because how it overexposed a lot of things that they do from making the magic work in the ring and all that, right? But he said he would have much rather preferred the presentation of Unreal. Let's follow the wrestlers on the road. Let's touch on the family dynamics, the driving back and forth from the towns by yourself, the mental game that's being played with spots and moving up, moving down, trying to get on TV, trying not to get on TV, saying bye to your wife and 5 kids for 5 days in a row, coming back for 24 hours and then leaving to go to Saudi Arabia. Like, he would have much rather have seen that been the show than what they gave us.
What was the show
he didn't watch Chelsea Green's part then? What the hell are you talking about? Chelsea's Green part was exactly that.
Okay. What was the show they followed NXT talent that he was on? It was like the rise of NXT, like that got cut, and like they saw the backstage stuff.
I don't remember that.
I don't.
I remember the football player, the Tony Mandy Rose's guy getting cut. I forget what it was though.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but it was just all about following NXT people like on the road. Then you'd go into the NXT writers' room, and then they talk about I do remember that. Yeah, who do we have? For this taping, who do we think needs to be released type stuff. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he was on that show, so I can kind of see why he's saying that should be why he liked that format apparently. But
then you get a carpool with a.
Yeah, carpool.
That's no. But speaking of NXT, there was a clip where Hunter's talking to Shane Helms about the women and the women killing it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It was after the Io Bianca Rhea triple threat at Mania, and Hunter goes to Shane Helms. He's like, man, he goes, you want to talk about like women killing it? He goes, down NXT, there's 5 women per one guy that gets it. The men down there suck.
Mm-hmm.
and
he they're just smarter than us. And he said, yeah, they're just smarter than us.
Yeah, but
tell me when I'm telling lies.
And if you look at the NXT product, what we've been saying for months, and damn near almost this entire year, the women carry the show.
Yeah,
they get it more than the men do down there. When's the men's division going to pick things up, right? So it was just kind of like, okay, if it's if we're talking about it, but yet it's actually being confirmed, then we know what we're seeing. What you get here with the Dumb Mars podcast is what you need to tune in for and listen every single week. Because unlike Mello, when we shoot, we don't miss.
I miss.
That was another thing this week. We want Mello when trending worldwide. When Drew McIntyre announced he may not make it to SummerSlam because he was stuck over in England based off his passport issues, we want Mello went wild on trending on Twitter.
Prove it. You want Mello to prove
it. He's thinking Superman. The monkeys are in the back on the box.
Squeeze.
You want to talk about killing kayfabe? Here we go.
There you go. Rock spotted surprise everything.
I swear Rock's been spotted every pay-per-view this year.
That's like the guy at the airport with the dreads, and everybody just tweets out, "Hey, I saw Bud Dupree at the airport. I saw Brandon Ayuk at the Pittsburgh airport. I saw Mike Tomlin at the Pittsburgh airport." Like, this is just
Squeeze. Are you in Jersey? Did you make the trip out?
I'll let Squeeze might be the new Travis Scott. That may be Rock's new man.
Well, man, they all right.
I came off not liking Bruce Pritchard more.
Well, I mean, that's what everybody said. Everybody came off hating Bruce Pritchard and Michael P.S. Hayes.
I saw a couple clips of stuff about Bruce Pritchard, like, because I saw some clips online throughout the week, because everybody was posting shit.
Yeah.
But he definitely seemed Vince-esque.
It all stemmed from the interaction with him and Abyss. So when you see that,
that's the one that I saw.
You understand why.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get your frustration, but don't be visibly frustrated at a guy who can't control what's out there.
Exactly.
What two guys are doing. Yeah.
So
you hate a boss.
So they did announce there will be more episodes to come. So that they got us from the beginning of the year, the Raw on Netflix up through WrestleMania.
Okay.
So I would assume we'll get from WrestleMania through SummerSlam to be released at some point in another 5-episode series. And roll them out there. I did not know this until I saw the credits for the first show, but it was done by Omaha Productions. And if you don't know who Omaha Production is, that's Peyton Manning's production crew who does all the stuff on ESPN, but also does all the QB series, the wide receiver series, and that on Netflix already. So shout out to Peyton Manning and his group, because everything they do from a documentary perspective absolutely slaps. I watched the quarterback series, I watched the wide receiver series, Peyton's Places, all that.
Did you watch Steph's Places at all?
That one I did not watch.
Yeah, because I mean, but no surprise, because it's tied into that. They did that show too.
Yeah, but that caught me off guard whenever I saw that, because that was the first credit shown was Omaha Productions. It wasn't Lee Fitting and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It was, you know what I mean? Like, it was Omaha Productions.
And it had an executive producer on some, Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Donald already gave us his Mount Rushmore in regards to this week with WWE Unreal being his Mount Rushmore. Let's keep the positive vibes going here with Mount Rushmore's. Chris, what was your Mount Rushmore this week?
I mean, it's kind of fitting to what Donald was talking about with this topic of Unreal, but last week, if you remember, my mush was TNA Production. And so I put them down last week. I'm going to put them up this week because I watched Slammiversary Fade to Black. And I thought, hey, you guys can actually put something pretty serious together. We're talking about Unreal here. I think it kind of pairs well with that. It was probably, I think, the first time they really dove backstage on some stuff too in TNA. Because a lot of their DVDs and stuff in the past were just interviews and not a lot of backstage footage. It was an interesting take. Like, if you missed Slammiversary and you just wanted to kind of get caught up on Slammiversary in a half-hour format, it was a good way to do it because they kind of highlighted over the matches like in a minute or two and the backstage stuff. But hey, watching it, I was just like, hey, they can actually do something very well done in production. Apparently they have the talent, they have the money to produce that kind of stuff. I just need to see this a little bit more on the weekly basis with them.
So speaking of TNA, and this will come off as a wrestling roulette question. Word broke this week that the CW and A&E have been in negotiations, allegedly, for the TV rights to TNA, and WWE is supposed to be involved in those negotiations as well. Not surprisingly enough, considering the relationship that's already out there with WWE and the CW and A&E. Out of those two options, let's take any other network off the table, right? Out of those two options, which one is a more viable source for TNA to be on as far as getting the most eyes on the product?
CW for me.
I'll say CW because it's with NXT.
Yep.
So you can use the same camera crew and everything to get to know the talent.
A&E is a cable channel, and CW is at least an antenna channel, so people that cut the cord can still at least watch CW.
Yeah, I don't got A&E, so all the stuff on A&E, biography, rivals, all that, I don't get to watch anymore because I don't have A&E. So I would much rather prefer them to be on CW in that regards there. But the other thing is, in regards to the A&E and CW, is that, and I saw that this morning, they're allegedly proposing to put TNA on Wednesday night as direct competition to AEW.
No. Let them get their own shot. Get their footing first.
Keep it on Thursday if you can. Instead of doubling up on TV, even though like AEW said that they're moving Collision to Thursday nights.
Allegedly.
Tony said that.
Well, the numbers this week don't. Well, numbers across the board for AEW.
To me, people's going to watch what they watch.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. They're going to watch what they watch. Hey, we watch the Monday Night Wars. We flip back and forth. People going to do that. People's going to choose.
Jay, for you, which network would do you think's best for TNA? AEW, A&E, or CW?
CW. Same reason. It's with NXT. I'd love to have them like back-to-back days, but then you'd be going head-to-head with Dynamite.
Yeah, I like the back-to-back day concept because you can do a lot of things as far as story and per se between the two brands.
Ball number.
So yeah, we'll see. But I think I'm more excited just in the fact that TNA are having those discussions with a network on TV again, right? Carlos Silva said reviews going into Slammiversary, they're trying to land a TV deal within the next 60 to 90 days. So
froze up on that one.
Hey.
Yeah. But Carlos Silva said that they're trying to get TNA on the network within the next 60 to 90 days. Doesn't mean that they're going to be on TV in the next 60 to 90 days, just that they want to have the deal done. So look for those to pick up from a negotiation standpoint. And then, hey, once you get the deal, ride out the rest of the year doing your format, but get all your ducks in a row. So start in January, you can present a well-rounded product with a production base that, to your point, Chris, does not feel third, fourth tier. It's up there from a presentation standpoint, from a production standpoint. So,
and I know Carlos said they're not necessarily planning on going live each week. It is an option, but hopefully get a little bit more of that down the road.
And if you need help, you got Big Brother behind you. WWE helping.
Exactly.
All right. So that was your Mount Rushmore this week. Jay, your Mount Rushmore this week.
I'm going to give it to Wesley and Javon Evans. A hell of a match. I remember early on we had Wesley fatigue. Now I need more Wesley. Just because those two put on a classic.
I just need a better story.
Yes, getting away from High Rise. He was when he first turned, you had something.
Yes.
Now it's just
don't worry. We'll get an NXT men's a little later.
He's too slacky now.
Yeah. No, that's not. I mean, this will kind of lead into my mush, but I turned NXT off after the first 37 minutes on Tuesday. And I didn't turn it back on. So I went back and finished the last 2 episodes of Unreal that I had sitting in the can. But yeah, we'll follow up. More to come on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah. My Mount Rushmore this week stems off of Unreal, but it's not Unreal itself. My Mount Rushmore this week is Rhea Ripley, simply for being as vulnerable and as out there as she was in that series. Somebody that has dealt with and continues to deal with anxiety and panic attacks. Seeing her go through the process and just putting herself out there to show what it's truly like for some people in those moments when you do have high anxiety or a panic attack hits, and then just the immediate switch into the character to where she escapes it and it's a hard stop as soon as that first rip of her music goes was phenomenal to watch in that regard. So thank you to Rhea for being as open and as vulnerable as she was and as sharing that. And not everybody has a theme song where they can detach and overcome that. But at the same time, it just goes to show you that somebody as successful as she is still has those things that she has to deal with. And just, maybe gave some people some hope that, hey, if she has that and can do what she does, then I can also succeed in whatever I'm doing. So kudos to Rhea Ripley in that regards.
You've seen a glimpse of it from Bliss this week, and also seeing Punk, shockingly.
Yeah, the vulnerability was there. Charlotte was very vulnerable in Unreal as well. In that regards, I saw people just, and this is just because of the Punk hate because he left one side and went to the other. But I think if you watch stuff on Punk, documentary wise and everything else, to me that's not contrived or that's not something that he's doing for show. That's really him in his insecurities and vulnerabilities as well, just based off of his story and background. So yeah, I did appreciate that, but for me that was Mount Rushmore, even though it's not quote unquote wrestling related. But that for me was something that should be highlighted in that regards. We've seen others do it. FTR has done it in the past with their things. Eddie Kingston as well has been very outspoken and vulnerable about his issues and battling through mental health stuff. So I'm always going to champion that anytime it comes up to shine a light on it in that regards. All right, so that's the positives from the week that was with a couple additional talking points thrown in there. Let's get to the mushes of the week this week. Go around same order. Donald, your mush of the week this week.
My mush of the week goes to Trick, Javon, and Obafemi. I am so over the 3 of them. I mean, we did this earlier in the year, and we're coming back to it now. The same exact thing over and over. This is why the women get all my attention in NXT. This is why the men don't do anything different, because we are just doing the same thing over and over again. I don't care if there's a TNA title involved. I don't care. It's the same 3 going through the same splill that we just went through before Mania.
Well, I kind of got that Javon was going to go after Oba based off of the interaction with Undertaker from last week. But adding Trick into it is just an unnecessary addition in my eyes. There's a lot of booking issues wrong with NXT right now, and they've been very disjointed across the board, even with the women. It's just not. I don't know what's going on right now with them. Like they can't seem to find their footing. So
2 hours is a lot of time for a developmental brand. It's been a while since like a 2-hour show has hit right with them.
Yeah, and then the way they ended the show, it just it was so.
Yeah,
Oba Trick and Javon back at it again for you.
Yes, I don't need this triple threat again.
Chris, what do you? Oh, go ahead, Jay. I didn't mean to cut you off.
The wrong move was putting the NA title on Ethan Page, because then you had him in that main event picture. That can be for somebody else. You could have had Ricky in that main event picture, so you're not recycling the same 3 people over and over again. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know what there's like pockets of NXT that work, and because it's only in a pocket, they go back there continuously, and that gets tiresome. And it's the same tropes and it's the same beats, and what was successful before may not be successful now because you're putting different talent in there expecting the same results, but each talent is different. We see that with the JC Jane and Mandy Rose comparison, the Blake Monroe stuff this week. There's just a lot of things that they try to just continuously put people in because it worked previously that I feel that they're not evolving in that regard. So
yeah, and I don't know what your NXT thing is, but just like going back, like we say the women is good, but they still put the women in the same spot too. It was like, how many women are you going to like put out to the ring with a microphone? No, it's my turn to be champ. No, it's my turn to be champ. How many times are we going to run through this? Yeah, and then it'll eventually lead to a gauntlet or a battle royal, like always, for number 1 contendership, and don't build on no story.
Yeah, I mean, we just to piggyback on that, like you had the Fatal Influence where you had Jasmine lose to Jada, which was the right call.
Yeah.
But then Fallon, with Lash, but there's not a Nia Jax run in on Lash. So like you're still sprinkling in main roster people for what reason, but yet you had 4 people come out on a microphone talking about the champ. It's just it's all over the place right now. So
and still the number 1 contender.
Yeah. All right. Chris.
All right. I've struggled to support WWE for a while now. This week was the straw that broke the back, and I just can't support this shit anymore. Like SummerSlam, we're gonna get together just because we're gonna hang out. But as for Raw, NXT, SmackDown, starting Monday, I'm done with all of it. Like I'm not buying shit anymore. Like I'm just done. Like to quote Steve, what are we doing here? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll pull down the curtain, something that we don't normally talk too much about on the show. But Triple H going to the White House this week, and doing his support thing and saying that he's bringing back, helping with the presidential fitness test, gets his entrance, does all that shit, like I knew it being a part of TKO and everything being associated with TKO, I've really found it hard to support the company. But they took a separate beat from it for a while. But now, like, you're completely involved with it, like, done.
Well, not only that, but then there was an announcement made that as they're going to do a UFC event next year at the White House. They're allegedly doing a WWE Battle Royal on the White House grounds.
I did try to look that up and find more information on it. I didn't see anything other than what you had sent over. So we'll see if that actually does.
Oh, it's happening.
It probably will, yeah. But
and then I mean, that alone, just based on just where we are in the times, is going to cause half of your audience to just say, "I'm done," right?
Squeeze, I can't. I just can't. Listen.
Hey, we already do it too much.
Yeah. Listen, times are tough in my wallet right now, all right? And so I work hard for my money. I ain't giving them that money. Like, it's just,
yeah.
I can't do it.
I mean, in addition to that, Triple H again. Interview yesterday comes out. Him getting asked about Vince McMahon and just the comments. You know, they made the joke about the WWE PR blunders around WrestleMania. With the Nick Khan and Hunter and this and that. Well, they're right back into that same trope again at SummerSlam with Triple H, the Cody, Bill Simmons interview. People were all on that. Now, that one was way overblown if you didn't watch the whole interview and only listen to the clip as far as Cody Rhodes talking about AEW and whatnot. But, yeah, it's just that it's not a good week from a media perspective for WWE, which – going from your biggest show of the year, 2-night WrestleMania, to your second biggest show of the year, 2-night SummerSlam. It's just like, wait, did they let go of the PR team? Like, we're not prepping answers no more? Like,
they don't care anymore. That's the thing. Look who they're taking hints from. Like,
that red on the Raw graphic has a different meaning in Chris's eyes right now. So, yeah. All right.
I will be down there for that Hogan Battle Royal.
We will.
We'll be down.
Jay, what's your mush of the week, Jay?
My mush was damn near every segment on Raw and SmackDown leading up to SummerSlam. It was all terrible. Jay, get him off the mic. Lara, get her off the mic. Who was on SmackDown? Logan and Jelly Roll. That segment just sucked ass. And then Cody and Cena.
All right, let's get into it.
It didn't come off good.
Let's get into it.
It did what it was supposed to do.
I was gonna say. Actually, we'll put a pause in it. We'll put a pin in it because I was going to bring this up when we get to that match prediction anyway, so we'll put a pin in that discussion there.
But yeah, everything else there below, all mush. It was all terrible. Every build just sucked.
It was bad.
They don't care about and this is almost across the board. They don't care about go home shows anymore.
No,
especially your second biggest show of the year, just like blah. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
The only good thing on SmackDown was Mr. Iguana.
Yo, I was not expecting the pop that he got. Now, I don't know if that was fed in or if that was legitimate. But still, like, that music hit and the graphic popped up, and I was like, oh, like, this dude really is over. Like, and Joe Tessitore made him out to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, you want to talk about a commentator building up a talent to make him feel important and special and why you should be cheering him and rooting for him. Man, he made him seem like he's shitting 24 karat gold. So kudos to Tessitore for that. But yeah, that was a shocking, surprising thing that I was not expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't even expecting them. I wasn't. I was just expecting that.
I was expecting somebody from there, but not them.
Those are the two biggest stars that they immediately were like, okay, we're going to put you on TV with Psycho Clown and Mr. Iguana. We talked about that previously on the show. So, but yeah, I was not expecting them to come out last night, but yeah, kudos to them. My mush this week, to piggyback off Jason, is just, SummerSlam. It was a week of summer slumps. I hated all pro wrestling this week. I literally turned off every single show because of how bad it was. I turned off Raw because of how terrible it was. They don't care exactly. I turned off NXT 37 minutes into it. AEW, for the company that boosts all we care about is wrestling. Your first hour of the show had one match, and it was all the fake story drama that you guys don't like. That was the first hour of the show. Not to mention the booking issues with AEW on Wednesday night. Your main event was Mark Briscoe and freaking Ricochet but you put Heyman Page and Moxley in the middle of the show. MJF's automatically kicked out of the Hurt Business. What the hell were we doing with that storyline for 6 weeks?
Exactly what we expected out of it. Nothing.
And then SmackDown last night, I turned that off after the opening segment as well. So my
TNA wasn't much better.
Is the summer slump that was the week going into SummerSlam. It was a dud all across the board from every single promotion.
TNA started out strong. They had Cedric and Slater and Gotch, I think, in a triple threat, and that was a good match, and then just faded out after that.
Yeah, like I could tell you things that I liked. That after reading, I went back and watched. So like the Ali promo, I really liked on Thursday night. SmackDown last night, there was not really anything that I was like, okay, I really enjoyed that. Some stuff was what it was. I didn't mind the Jelly Roll, Logan Paul, Randy Orton stuff, Jay.
No.
I am excited to see Jelly Roll in the ring. Don't ask me why. I just
that was top notch, but
I don't think he could do.
You know, Raw was what it was. You know, I hate the fact that we're getting CM Punk and Gunther with no build, no nothing,
none.
You know, it's just yeah. Just it was not a week that I will go back and say, oh, that week of pro wrestling was awesome for me.
And you can see it in our Rushmores, minus Jason. Show, production, something that happened in the show.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you feel like WrestleMania and SummerSlam should be WrestleMania and SummerSlam for everybody, not just WWE. Everybody should report on their best show this week.
Yeah, I mean, you would.
Especially if you're doing 2 nights, you know.
So if
we'll see about that, Ty.
Yeah, Taquan, we'll get into that in the predictions. So. All right, that was Mount Rushmore and Bushes this week. Let's get into SummerSlam. 12 matches, 2 nights, biggest party of the year. They listen. If they do another 10 bell salute tonight and tomorrow night, yeah.
The 24-inch pythons are going to open up the Hudson.
I was waiting. SmackDown better not open up.
You know what SummerSlam's going to open up with after the 10 bell? No chance.
That's what the DMV says because, you know, they need to take his license away. All right, 12 matches over 2 nights.
6
Let's
and 6.
go. 6 and 6. Let's break it down. Let's get into night 1, Saturday tonight. SummerSlam special start time, 6 p.m. both nights. Again, this is the TKO factor coming into it. Pay-per-view will be off the air by 10, just in case there's a UFC event going on. So 6 p.m. start time.
Get ready for All In runtime.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna kick things off with Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. The stipulation: if Kross wins, Zayn has to say the words "Kross was right." If Zayn wins, Kross must say "I was wrong."
Now, now I know they said this on Raw in the interview, but did it actually make this like an actual stipulation? Did they?
That's a stipulation.
Good one, Taquan.
This legit should have been
official stipulation.
It is official stipulation.
There we go.
Said, if I beat you, you're gone. That should have been a stipulation. Just to play the contract talks.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because allegedly,
I'm wrong. Come on.
And to Kross's during Raw.
Completely gone, man.
Go ahead.
You're good.
Steve, you were completely frozen up.
During Raw?
I was saying to Kross's credit, during Raw, he tweeted out there, I got an announcement after the show. Stay tuned. And he dropped a 2 or 3 minute video from a voice message that Kevin Sullivan left him that really teased up the I might be out the door.
Okay.
And this is and these are the reasons why, based on what Sullivan said in the voice message. So, like, I'm across Mark, so I'm a fan. But
when
he
is the
does
contract
social
rumored
media,
to be gone?
he's up there with what the fuck?
Was it August?
I know it's supposed to be August sometime. I just don't know if it's end of the month or if it might not even be public yet.
But he's up there with Drew for me as far as people that do social media right in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got Cross winning this just because I'm across Mark. If they don't strap a rocket on him, we heard Triple H say that to Jay in the Unreal series. Then I don't know what we're doing.
Give me Cross. Sammy's just LA Knight on Raw. Just
that's hate, Taquan. That's hate.
Other than the big one, I'm over the Sami Zayn effect.
Sammy won in Saudi, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Give me Cross here, and then if Cross is gone, then we're going to get a loser leaves town match on Raw.
Well, they're already 1-1.
Okay.
So
this is technically a rubber match. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Cross beat him on Raw when he hit him with the pipe in the ribs.
Okay.
So
give me Cross still.
Give me Cross. You got to do something with him. There's going to be a theme in my predictions about stuff. You got to do something with him. You just can't be putting him out on TV and taking L's. This ain't Brooklyn Brawler.
They haven't really put him on TV either, so
yeah,
I know he's done.
You got to do something. You got to do something.
There's a shirt. All right, let's go to Orton and Jelly Roll versus McIntyre and Paul.
I think this will open the show tonight. I mean, I got Orton and Jelly Roll. You're not going to bring the celebrity in and have them lose. Yeah. So I do have interest in this match. I think what they've done is great. I love the take that they've done with Logan Paul and him, the outsider route. That to me has just been fantastic. And if you watch Drew McIntyre on Impulsive, that's Logan Paul's show, as well as what they've done. As much as I don't want Drew to be in a tag team, I really like him and Logan together. It's like Charlotte and Alexa. To me, they could be entertaining and, really get booed out of the building together. So,
hey, if you can make money, make money.
Give me Logan and McIntyre. Really sell that disaster kick. Not disaster kick. Goddamn.
Claymore.
You're.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get into selling moves later.
Give me Orton and Jelly Roll. I agree with you, Steve. Like, you're not bringing Jelly Roll in to take the L here. Like, this could. I like all the people in this match outside of Jelly Roll, so it's like I don't want to say this is a bathroom break match because I think that there could be something here. We just got to see if Jelly Roll can actually deliver.
Hey, what you can't say is that he hasn't put in the work. He moved to Orlando. He's been training for almost 2 months. You've seen what he's done just outside of wrestling with losing the weight. Like, he's taking it serious. So, yeah. But like you said, Chris, don't know if he can actually give you a performance. Don't do the Heyman where they highlight the strengths.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But he can sell a move better than 95% of wrestlers now. So,
I'm with Chris and Steve. Orton and Jelly Roll. Man, they gonna make Jelly Roll look like Hogan against Shawn Michaels in 05.
You can be bouncing off the turnbuckles.
Yeah, man, they gonna do everything, boy. Jelly Roll gonna be a beast in there. And hit him with that choke slam.
All right, good to go. Women's Tag Team Championship, Judgment Day versus Charlotte and Alexa.
Charlotte and Alexa. I've been talking about the babyface push for Charlotte and getting her, the fans behind her and what they've done with pairing up with Alexa and all the videos and everything else. Her vulnerability on Unreal again, like the athletic piece. This is Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Well, I've been talking about Charlotte for 10 years. So I'm going Charlotte.
Jason's carrying Cross. Like last month I said this is probably where Charlotte and Alexa are going to take it, but like I've kind of liked what Judgment Day's done the past couple of weeks from what I've seen. My gut's telling me Judgment Day. We'll see.
Give me Charlotte and Alexa.
Now, I saw people floating out that Liv Morgan returns tonight.
No.
I haven't heard anything about how serious her injury's been.
Squeeze, is that true?
Have you seen any Liv Morgan sightings?
Liv Morgan sighting, Squeeze.
Honestly, this is
I'm only picking it for Alexa. But I guess I should stand on business and just pick against Charlotte all the time. So I'll revise my pick based on Squeeze's remarks and give me Judgment Day.
This is what Raquel needed, because when it was her and Liv, she was second fiddle. She wrestled second fiddle. She played the backup character. Now she's playing the main character role. And getting her out there more, so it's better.
You want to know what changed for Raquel? Kevin Nash.
No, don't even.
Kevin Nash.
No,
Kevin Nash.
No, she was wrestling like the second character. She was wrestling like Marty Jannetty.
Nope. Kevin
Nash.
Kevin Nash said she needs to wrestle.
He called the bat phone.
No, he did. He did. And she tweeted him back and said, "Coming from you, I'll take it, and that's what I'll do." And since that tweet, it's been a different Raquel.
What else happened since that tweet? Liv got injured, and she became the focal point.
Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, one of the greatest minds in wrestling. Just
he helped her down the PC. He was bouncing off those ropes.
I was gonna say you might actually see Jason jump through the other screen with a chair shot right now. All right, we're gonna move on to Roman and Jay versus Braun and Bronson.
Oh, I got shit to say about this.
All right, well, go ahead, kick it off, then, Donald.
Breaker and Reed need to win. As before, as I said, you have these dudes featured on shows now without Seth being there. You have to give them a win. I don't care if it's against Roman. I don't care if it's against Cena, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, whatever. You have to give these dudes a win. Because if they really lose this, man, you might as well just write them off. Because they'll be nothing but true jobbers. Just getting the brakes beat off of them for no reason.
If you go by the classic WWE booking, Jay and Roman win tonight based off of how they
took their shoes.
Winning. That's not winning. That's completely fair. Hey,
I need Chris, you talk about not giving the company money anymore, but I would buy this shirt if they put it out there. Paul Heyman in the SummerSlam kickoff show talking about Bronson and Braun called Bronson the tribal thief because he came out with Roman's shoes draped around his neck, tied together. I need a shirt with the shoelaces around the shoes.
Okay, now you're taking it a little too far, but completely frozen over there.
I I need the shoelaces wrapped around with a pair of Jordans and Tribal Thief on the shirt, and I'm buying it. Okay, I'm giving them my money for that.
I don't need no shoes and laces, but Tribal Thief I think would sell.
And I need Bronson to just take kicks off of everybody now.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, just everybody.
That's his gimmick. I mean, that's not what he deserves, but
whoa, let's not go there.
Oh,
So Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
Call back.
Long-term storytelling, brother. No, I think Donald, to your point, yeah.
From the grave.
Donald, to your point, I think Roman and Jay can afford a loss. What the fuck?
we can still hear you at the moment. Okay, I think it's gone now.
Get back into pissed off.
Roman and Jay can afford the loss here. And again, what the?
For the third time, Roman and Jay can afford the loss.
Bronson and Braun. I'm done trying.
If you didn't book Bronson like that last night or on Monday, I'd say blow it up. Start the Braun turn they've been teasing. But since you're booking Bronson big and heavy like this, no win.
Yeah.
Oh, is that an acknowledgement?
That's acknowledgement for this match because, no joke, I like Paul, I like Seth, but this group has done nothing for me since Mania at all. And that's probably a lot because I'm not sold on either one of Braun or Bronson. So just give me Roman and Jay.
Roman's going to eat the pin, and then he's going to go film Street Fighter. And we'll see him again at Survivor Series.
That sounds like his schedule for the year.
Before.
He's got to come back for War Games. That's a given. All right, everybody go. WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I think we know who Steve's picking.
The storm is coming, and the storm is officially here. Jade Cargill.
I bet it is.
The 200-plus day reign of Tiffany Stratton is over with. Hey, chocolate and vanilla, I'm always going to eat chocolate, so give me Jade.
Give me Tiffany. If the cash in didn't happen, I'd say Jade. Then the cash in, keep the belt on Tiffany.
I'm going with Jade. And hey, you're pushing her. Just continue the run. I think if Tiffany loses the belt, it's not going to hurt her title run here. So yeah, try it with Jade.
You hyped her in coming in when she first came. Here goes the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be Jade.
Now, Bianca is rumored to be back soon.
The best part is it only happens when he talks. Where's that blood pressure at right now?
Squeeze always going to swirl something up.
I don't know. For any of you guys that watched Orange is the New Black, all I got in my head right now is chocolate vanilla swirl. All right, main event time. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk.
I know I hate this match because there hasn't been a build to it. I saw this morning Gunther allegedly has nose issues and nose problems that may require surgery, that he have to miss some time. Look, the most interesting thing for SummerSlam is the guy that's not even booked on the show, and that's Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Seth got injured. He went on the Rich Eisen show and hosted that week and said, I haven't had the MRI yet. The knee's too swollen. Hopefully we're going to get that. We're going to get that back and see, what comes about there. And we haven't heard a single update nowhere about Seth.
Exactly.
So much like
the return that everyone's expecting.
I mean,
seriously, Squeeze, are you there? Squeeze is going to show up from next to Green Shirt today.
I ran that same playbook how long ago?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like would I be disappointed if that doesn't happen? No. Am I going to be shocked if it does happen? No. This is where my involvement as a fan and talking about wrestling each and every single week takes away from some of the spots that would be a holy shit moment. Because to, any other fan out there that's not invested all the way like we are, if Seth's music hits and he cashes in on Punk, the place is going to lose their minds.
Mm-hmm.
It could still be a good, entertaining moment.
But that to me doesn't. That to me doesn't make the group a heel faction, even though it should.
Yeah.
You're cashing in on CM Punk, one of the most over baby faces on the brand. You shouldn't be cheered when your music hits on Monday night if that's the case for Seth. Now, if they put out a different theme song and have them come out and all that, maybe you get the reaction you're looking for. But the way that fickle audience flipped last night for Cena, which we'll touch on later on, I'm not going to buy them booing Seth out the building. So give me. I'll play into the rumor and innuendo. Give me CM Punk with the win and the Rollins cash in.
That's my prediction also. I need to talk more about it.
Hell, I don't even need the win. Give me Punk, go to sleep, 1-2, stomp on Punk, cash in, pin. He don't even touch the title. His name's not even mentioned as the new WWE champion. And I need an overhead drone shot of CM Punk laying in the ring looking up as Seth's music hits and they go off the air. Give me that and I'll be fully invested in that.
Give me Gunther.
Cash in or no cash in?
No cash in. Somehow they interfere and mess it up for him. So
I can't make Gunther the transitional champion here. So give me Gunther. Cash in happens, cool. But yeah, I'm not the specific match, I'm not taking it away from Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on night one?
Nope. Let's get into night two.
All right, Stipulation Sunday. Let's kick things off with the no DQ, no count out for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky versus Lyra.
This was the most interesting story until Monday night. Lyra out there shucking and jiving on them 7-inch fucking Soul Blue shoes. I told you, I said it before, her on the microphone is not it. She loses credibility, and they had her lose credibility to where I don't care about this match now. Give me Becky. Lyra's not it on the microphone yet. She can't be that champion. Give me Becky.
Give me Becky. Bailey comes in and just clears house. Still results in Becky winning, but
There goes the Oba, Javon, and Trick theme from Donald. You're running those three again.
Give me Becky. Yeah, I'm not taking that off her yet.
Yep, big time Bex for the win. And fighting somebody new next.
All right, head over to the TLC for the WWE Tag Team Championship. The Wyatt Six, Andrade and Ray, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits.
Will this be a holy shit moment match with some cool spots in it and my anxiety through the roof because somebody's about to die? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I care about this match? Absolutely not. I'll get food during this match and scroll on my phone. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even want to pick anybody. That's how much I do not care.
I care about the match. I don't care about the story. I don't care about everything else involved because it just went to shit. You had all these people putting on bangers week after week, and this is what you do with it.
Bro,
you put the belts on the Wyatts, last week, 2 weeks ago. You're going to have a title contendership match again? No.
There's 12 people in this match.
Yeah. It's too many.
What was the point of even putting on the belts on the Wyatts if you want to take them off? I'm going with the Wyatt Six.
I've been going back and forth on that too, Jason. Like, do I think that they should take it off when they just put it on them? But at least it's a TLC match, so it's not like them, eating a pin or anything like that.
In a believable way.
Yeah, I mean, Andrade and Ray are hot right now. I say put it on Andrade and Ray.
Chris, I'm with you. Andrade and Ray. Need somebody different. Like, really, really different.
I'll go Wyatt's just for basketball reasons.
All right. We'll move on to Donald's favorite match of the night. Intercontinental Championship, Dom versus AJ.
AJ had a great line at the kickoff press conference. He said, Rey Mysterio is not your father no more. Rhea Ripley's not your mommy. Well, Unc is going to whoop your ass on Sunday night. So Uncle AJ is going to lose. Dominic Mysterio start losing his belt. Are we crazy? Are we crazy? They're going to put the AAA title on him on August 16th.
If they even thought about taking the title off him here, that changed last weekend.
Yes,
that reaction last weekend in Mexico when they actually uploaded the fan footage reaction.
Yes.
Oh my God, you want to talk about a freaking pop? I can't remember somebody getting as loud a reaction as
the old Gorilla Monsoon. The roof is blown off this place.
Roof was gone. Roof was gone. So yeah, Dominic, and they showed a line of his yesterday for a meet and greet. He had the longest line out of anybody there. So he's top three. It ain't 2 or 3.
Best in the world. Best in the world. And man, he might get his ass whipped all match. But Dom life cheats and steals.
Oh, look at Mark out there, long-term storytelling. Dominic Mysterio beating John Cena.
He gave away my WrestleMania. I said that back in the Rumble.
Ultimate Heat.
Pump them brakes.
Retire Cena. Last match.
That's it. Dom.
Yeah.
I will be interested.
I'm an AJ fan, but no, Dom's retaining.
Chris, man, there's enough room on the bandwagon, No. I got your seat available.
AJ hinted at this being his last SummerSlam. He said it.
I can see it.
So I know, he's talked about it, and we know he doesn't have a lot of time left. Who knows if he'll actually leave and go to AEW for a short run. I don't necessarily see him doing that based off of everything that he said. And the fact that he's coming up on 10 years in WWE.
Yeah, he only
that's insane.
Yeah, it'll be 10 years next year. It'll be 10 years at the Rumble.
Wow.
So,
Ooh.
I mean,
blink and you miss it. Jeez.
Yeah. So I think AJ for me retiring, as much as Cena's retiring, I think AJ is the one that's going to mean more to me, just because Cena's been so in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But AJ retiring is much like LeBron retiring for wrestling fans of a generation. That's the guy that you followed for 20 plus years. So that one's going to sting a lot when AJ actually hangs them up.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
He'll be fighting out Saudi in another show.
Oh, definitely.
They all do.
Get that steel cage match for the U.S. title, Solo versus Fatu.
If they had Solo win just to drop it back to Jacob in his steel cage, to me that does nothing for either man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So keep it on Solo. I got a feeling another Samoan bloodline member is going to show up and cost Jacob Fatu. Maybe we'll get Tama Tonga returning. Yeah. Like
I saw Zilla drop the title last night.
Who'd he drop it to? Bully Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely there. Book it. Zilla's showing up.
Is he spotted?
Now, I don't know which side of the family tree Zilla's going to show up on. To me, it makes sense for him to be there with Uncle Jacob, because he's tweeted out to Jacob, hey, I'm a phone call away. So if we're going to run that, then maybe you see Jacob does win. But I got Solo. He's so damn entertaining.
Yes.
Solo, like, I was not expecting this personality to come out of Solo Sikoa, but I'm entertained every time he's on the screen.
The best of the brothers.
Seeing Zilla on the turnpike is crazy.
There's the unreal footage we need. I'm going back and forth on this.
DJ, we've already done, the freaking roll the clocks back an hour. Get with the times. We're on at 11 a.m. every single Saturday, bro.
DJ's Friday nights are what's up over there, apparently.
Yeah, he's litty over there. I don't know what he's doing on Fridays, but man.
Steve, what you said, like if they put the title on Solo just to have him drop it, I mean, Jacob had a good. I liked him with the title. I like Solo with the title. I go back and forth. Put it on. Give it to Jacob. Let him do Attitude Era style shit with this title.
Are those 12 real American beers later, Squeeze, that you're going to be counting down? Worst beer ever.
Saw that shit last night too. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. They did continue the tributes over, Jay. They just did it more subtly.
Could pull out a Steve Weiser.
Nope.
He doesn't sponsor the show.
No Broken Skull IPA there, brother.
Give me Solo for the win. Not playing hodgepodge with the belt.
Yeah, same. Solo.
All right, Women's World Championship, Naomi, Rhea, and Io.
Hey, DJ, great thing about us, you can listen live on Spotify, YouTube. So even when you are running errands, you can still tune in when the show starts. But we're glad you're here. We're glad you made it.
Women's World Championship.
Yes, get this Naomi.
You're not taking the bet off her.
She's been gold right now.
Yeah,
so gold. She was gold at the press conference on the cooler scooter. Rode it all the way out as fast as it would go, and then backed up just inch by inch. And Michael Cole's like, I guess we'll ask her questions whenever she gets here 30 minutes from now. Like,
yeah, I know that I've just been bashing her and all that stuff when she came back, but man, this character she's doing is on point.
Far different when she was Team Bad.
Yes. Oh,
Far
yes. Yes.
Good. Naomi can't drop it already. That would ruin the whole cash-in. But they've done stupider shit before, so
Christian's opened the company.
I mean, Triple H did say in Unreal that Rhea is the most over out of anybody in the company, man or woman. So
she got somebody nipping on her tail.
Dom.
Recur. And Dom.
Dom.
Mommy and Dom reunion. as faces now.
And whenever Dwayne's there, man, Dwayne was pissing me off in Unreal, boy.
I mean, according to Squeeze,
Final Boss is the greatest heel character of all time.
It's so much fun to go from Hollywood to Final Boss, and those differences.
That man was cutting Triple H off like, no, we're gonna do it like this. Like what?
Hey, I love what you're saying, but
yes.
Yeah, if you watched Unreal this week, the Cena promo really was like, oh, that's a Triple H out there beefing with The Rock again.
All right, let's get into it. Street fight for the Undisputed Championship, Cena versus Cody.
All right, let's talk about it.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? All right, I tweeted out something's not smelling right with this. Okay, there's no way they just up and decided, hey, we're gonna rule Unreal out, and then Cena's gonna cut a babyface promo, bury Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Travis Scott, and now he's the John Cena babyface again because Cody asked to wrestle that guy last week. I'm not buying it at all.
It was all mind games. That's all it was.
I lost my way and my team members went home, so now screw them. I'm back to being John granting Make-A-Wishes. I'm doing 75 before SummerSlam. I'm a good guy. Cheer for me. And everybody in the crowd was like, yay, John Cena's back.
We need full Cena entrance, though, tonight. Like, I don't want the generic stuff. If he's back, you got to give me everything to mess with the mind games even more. Like, because if he comes out in the all black, it's just like that's telling me exactly what I need to know here already. That's given away.
There's no way to do
that was not him turning back.
No.
Everybody thinks so. Everything this morning. John Cena babyface again. John Cena babyface again.
It's the double turn tonight. It's the double turn tonight.
Tomorrow.
That's the other thing that I saw.
Tomorrow.
That's the other thing that I saw. Cena's going to come out. The Rock's music is going to hit. Cena thinks The Rock is there. They're going to turn on Cody. Rock bottom to Cena. Cody gives The Rock his soul. Cody's the champion, and we get the double turn. And then it's Cena and Rock in December for Cena's last match.
Will it be better than the Max Caster Anthony Bowens double turn?
And Cody will go back to black hair. That's his heel hair.
I mean, it would be interesting if it happens. I don't see it happening tomorrow night, though.
If the weekend wrestling was better than what it was, the amount of airtime and just pure ball licking that they gave Travis Scott would have been my mush from Unreal. I've never seen somebody acquiesce to a non-wrestling talent the way that Triple H was just lapping Travis Scott up. Lapping him.
There's the
just
title.
Lapping him.
There's the title right there.
From tank to tip. Tank to tip, lapping him up. He was a fiend. He was a fiend for it.
What'd you
and
do?
now all of a sudden, it's open season because you got a fallout. So now we're going to come on there and bury Travis Scott. No. But I'm not buying this heel. I'm not buying the babyface Cena turn.
No.
Not doing it.
No.
Hell of a performance by John. Hell of an acting performance by John.
That was the push more merch right now.
Oh,
We got a new John Cena shirt coming out for tonight.
Everybody will have scales points.
have a red and blue version shirt.
Push the real John Cena is here.
Hey, the crowd ate it up. The crowd ate every moment of that promo up.
The fickle.
That's
the
exactly.
Go,
That's
Chris.
exactly
You see it, Chris.
Exactly.
And why is Cody unzipping the tracksuit like he's going to punch Cena to just open a beer? You had to show off your pythons, brother. You had to show off the 14-inch pythons to crack open that real American beer.
I was going to say, what beer did he open? Brother. That's in the contract. Hulkamania never dies, brother.
He had to show that off because of the heel turn, you know?
I don't want to ruin wrestling. I want to take this title home so you guys don't forget about me. Kiss my ass. There's no way that's how they're doing it.
Here's a line nobody's ever said.
I got Cena. And he's going to get booed out of the building even more.
Yes.
Cena.
It ain't over yet, brother.
Working,
ain't over yet.
This is the last episode of Unreal right here.
And if this is really how they flip John back, and it's babyface Cena versus babyface Cody, and they have a stand-up babyface match, and they babyface shake hands after the babyface match, I'm done.
You're gonna be with Chris.
I'll be with Chris. Me and Chris will be sitting together at the end of the show tomorrow night. Like, yep, nope. Cash me out. After I buy my tribal thief shirt from Bronson Reed, cash me out. I'm done.
I don't know what the drink of the week is, but we need to bring something else to drink. Just in case.
Don't worry, it's strong. It's strong enough to hit on that end. So yeah.
I got 3 bottles of future drinks of the week over here. We might crack into them early.
All right. So those were our SummerSlam predictions, night 1, night 2. Hit us up on all social media platforms. Let us know what your predictions are for the card that is the 2-night biggest party of the year. And with that being said, let's continue on with this SummerSlam theme, and let's do a little bit of debate this. So WWE this week put out their top 25 SummerSlam matches of all time. Top 25 SummerSlam matches of all time.
It's been going on for the past couple of weeks. They've been releasing like a match a day on YouTube.
Yeah. We finally got to number 1. Here's the top 10. I do have the full 25 available if you have any additional questions. The person that appeared the most on the list,
Bret Hart.
Brock Lesnar had the most top 25 SummerSlam matches out of any superstar. So maybe we get a Beast return tonight. Who knows? I've seen that floated out there too.
That's been going for a few weeks now, even before whatever was Crown Jewel the last one. His merch started reappearing on the shop before that.
Yeah.
All that he was banned for good is BS.
Not no more.
Well, I mean, hey,
not no more.
The week they've been on, if they roll out Brock Lesnar to close the show, and Brock Lesnar lays out Cody and Cena, and now babyface Cena's back because Brock took him out. So it's Cena against Brock, and we're running that back because they have history.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Jason, what mess you talking about?
So debate this. Top 10 SummerSlam matches of all time. Bret Hart, British Bulldog, SummerSlam 92 is number 1. And you see the graphic. We didn't make this graphic, so I want to give credence to RKO, whatever that is, up at the top for the graphic.
Universe.
Yeah.
You sent me
shout out to them. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't make this. I stole it. I did it, Jason.
I know. I mean, definitely some of my favorites are in the top 10. My number 1 is probably, this is hard. I'd probably go Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect. Number 3 would be my number 1. HBK Triple H would be 2, and then probably Bret and Bulldog.
Okay. I will go Bret, Mr. Perfect 1. I'll go HBK Triple H 2. Bret Bulldog 3. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Then everybody else just gets bumped down.
I might bump the tag team ladder match up a little bit too, the TLC. That might go number 4 for me.
I think HBK and Triple H need to go up more.
That's going to be my number 1 because I hate everybody else on this list. Like, kick off Bret Hart matches, kick off Hardy Boy matches.
You're down to like 1 match, 2 matches.
Down to HBK and Razor and HBK and Triple H.
So out of this whole list for SummerSlam matches all time, there was only one women's match to make the list.
Who was that?
Yeah,
it came in at number 21, and it was Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch 2022.
Okay.
That's the only women's match.
That's it? Really?
That's it.
I mean, offhand, like I'd have to really go back and research the cards.
Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar was number 25 from SummerSlam 2023, Brock's last match, which was a really good match. That was my favorite match of that entire weekend there, in that regards. Let's see. Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle at 17 from 2001. Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero 2005.
The Triple H Rock ladder match from 98. I don't know how that's not in the top 10.
It's number 14.
Yeah,
that would be in my top 5. Yeah.
Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar 2022 was number 12. John Cena, Bryan Danielson 2013 was number 11. Cena versus Punk at 13 from 2011. And then 15 was Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman, the Fatal 4-Way from 2017.
Undertaker Edge. I don't even know how that broke the top 10.
That's when they first flipped the PG, right?
Yeah. I don't
the
know
Hell in
how
a
that
Cell.
made top 10. That wouldn't even make my top 25.
That was all Edge promos.
They were like, "Oh, we need an Undertaker match in here."
Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon 95. I mean, their WrestleMania match was more memorable to me than that one.
Yeah. I went to that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would bump up Michaels and Triple H from 02. Brett and Owen 94. Again, I think their WrestleMania match was better from WrestleMania 10.
This one was the steel cage, I think, though, right? 94.
Yeah. I don't remember it.
Yeah. I don't remember the CM Punk Lesnar match at all from 2013.
No.
Like everything else in the top 5, I remember. Do I love Cena versus Styles 2016? I don't think that's their best match against each other, but it was really good. But I wouldn't put it at number 2.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. It's not my top 5.
For me, they got it right at number 1. Bret Hart and British Bulldog, 92, Wembley, Intercontinental title, the story that was told going into the match. I don't think anybody had Bulldog winning that match. That is, for me, one of the all-time greatest matches, period.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other words of wisdom in regards to this list?
No.
All right. Any quick hitters from anybody?
I have nothing.
No.
Just a couple things for me here. Josh Barnett's Bloodsport is tonight. And the Natty versus Masha Slamovich. I'm so ready to watch that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. They got into it live on air on Busted Open yesterday. pushing and shoving. So that's been tremendous.
Who's Josh Gresham fighting?
Gresham.
Pete Dunne?
Yep, Gresham and Pete Dunne, which is going to be an absolute banger.
I mean, Grande Americano.
Trace.
3.0.
WWE announced a super show in Japan on October 17th and 18th. We talked about Dom already. Charlie Dempsey's on Bloodsport. Yeah, so I think that's it from a quick hitter aspect. All right. Thanks for tuning in to episode 250 of the Dunmarks Podcast, SummerSlump. Follow us on all social media platforms at DunmarksPod. Email the show at DunmarksPod@gmail.com. Head on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/DunmarksPod. Pick up some merch. We'll give you a live shout out on air. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Again, leave you with a little positive quote of the week this week. Everyone in life has W's and L's, and that's not wins and losses. It's wins and lessons. Everyone in life has W's and L's, not wins and losses, but wins and lessons. Learn from your mistakes, continue to grow. And with that being said, I'm a Mark, you're a Mark, tell a Mark. Until next time, y'all can catch us around the way.